Hey there, gamers. Mark the Lone Gamer here. And we are back in Skyhold here in Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, we just got back from some adventures in the Forbidden Oasis in Orlais. So I think we'll check out things here before we go out again. Let's talk to people. There's Scout Harding here.
Hey.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
I should go.
Alright, nothing really there. Just some pleasantries, I guess. Varric. Almost forgot. We're supposed to meet him and his friend. Whoever that friend could be, we'll find out now.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Alright, for those who are not in the know with Dragon Age lore or Dragon Age characters, Hawk here is the hero, the protagonist, the player character of Dragon Age 2. As I've mentioned before, I haven't really played Dragon Age 2 to the finish. It's a pretty hard game to get into now because I think it's just on PS3. It's never been released on PC or anywhere else as far as I know. So we can still talk to him a bit.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. but he was dead. I swear it.
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. And you.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
All right. So, Varric was talking about Champion of Kirkwall, and we know that Cassandra had been looking for Hawk. That may have very bad implications for those two. Alright, anyway, let's go and find some other companions to talk to. What's this? Alright, this has turned into a bar. Herald's Rest, a place for all in service here to rest, recoup, and persevere. Though weighs the heart, remember best your saving grace, the Herald's Rest. Alright. Krem.
I'll ask around again.
Ah, he's Bull's lieutenant.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye.
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
From time to time, we'll talk to Krem. Their dialogue is really well written. I really like the character dialogue. Bull.
Can I help you?
So nothing new.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Oh. Well, this is where Sarah hangs out. Let's talk to her.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Alright. What's this? Sarah's Cabinet of Wonder, whose it was. Delivered. One cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Oh well. Alright,
I
Sutherland.
hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Who are you?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Well, if he wants to help, we'll encourage him. What's up here? I think this is where Cole is. There he is. Alright, let's look for Cole.
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
I could almost see what had happened to her.
Yes.
Is that what it's like for you?
Yes? It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Cole, stop.
Inquisitor, your worship, what are you doing here? Is this man with you?
Yes, sorry to trouble you.
How do I do it right if I've done it wrong and I can't make her forget?
Don't root around inside her head. Treat her like a normal person.
Your worship, is there... Do you need something of me?
You were sad.
Of course I was sad. A man died because I couldn't save him.
It wasn't your fault. You could work until you fell over, and you still wouldn't save everyone.
Thank you for saying that. Excuse me, your worship.
She's not better.
She needs time to work through it.
If I'd done it right, it would have worked faster.
Then you have time to work through it too.
I don't understand, but thank you for trying to help.
Learning experience, I guess, for everyone. Let's go look for someone else. I guess we should look for Cassandra. Uh-oh.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
Ooh.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand him over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise.
Ooh.
Look at her. She's finally lost it.
This would be funny if it wasn't also kind of sad.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
That got a little heated. Are you all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Alright. That's all we can ask for.
We can't fight a god. The Elder thinks not a god.
Of course he has to do better. But I think after this he will.
Inquisitor.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yes, one of these days we'll talk more about stuff with Solus. Just don't think it's the time. Alright, let's talk to Dorian.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Maybe another time for that letter thing.
I should go.
As you wish.
I heard of your verdict on Alexius, Inquisitor. Research on your behalf is almost too kind. I hope you know what you're doing. Do be wary of anything that man proposes.
Of course.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
Alright, let's give in research material.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Alright.
As you were.
Yes.
We have to submit it on the table. I think here it is. Alright. Hello everybody. Hope you've all had a good day. Alright. New to the crew, a young hopeful. Maybe another time. Improve stability. Find the warden.
The order was sent?
This morning.
Continuing her predecessor's work. Let's do this, Dorian's request. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus's minions. But these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead. Which I do, since I have an idea where they might be. Thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point they would sneer something at you in Tevinter and you would be forced to kill them.
I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my Lady Inquisitor. Alright, who can do this? Josephine. If there are Venatori out there, they'll show their faces. Someone has seen them, and coin loosens their lips. Leliana, let us look into this carefully and quietly. We do not wish to alert the Venatori to our awareness of their existence. Yes?
Let's see what we have.
Now, because they're Venatori, they might produce the tomes we need for the Rift Mage path. So hopefully. Investigate Frostite Basin. Rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden. You might need to do that. That will open up a new area. A battalion for Sarah and Verciel. Why not? Commander, we have verified Sarah's claims about Verciel. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divert troops to march through the city. Lieutenant Estiel. Yeah.
Inquisitor.
And what else? What was this? A friend in Quarnus. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatori supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatori from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is, and are trying to expose it. A Magister contact in Quarnus by the name of Mevaris Tilani is attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatori activity sharply curtailed in Tevinter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Mevaris would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up support from other Magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. Yes, Josephine. I have contacts in Tevinter, although not many. Still, trading a few favors could help this Magister a great deal.
At your service.
Alright. So yeah, let's investigate the Exalted Plains. Cullen. Our spies looked into the breakdown of contact between Val Royeaux and Imperial Army forces in the Dales. Troops on both sides agreed to cease hostilities, then retreated to their camps to await the outcome of peace talks. What occurred after the withdrawal is a mystery. The last communique from Gaspard's marshal reported a rash of desertions. After that silence, I agree that this warrants further investigation. Do what you will, and my agents will lend support, Liliana. So, we can march soldiers into the Exalted Plains and position scouts in strategic areas. If lines of communication are down, we must be prepared for anything. So, we have established an outpost in the Exalted Plains. Lead Scout Harding is en route and awaiting further orders. Alright. Cassandra. Sarah. And Solus.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Alright. This area might be a bit more high level than us, but well,
Word for you.
we need to find those Venatori tomes. We can try. Alright. Let's... Good. Very good. Come on. Come on.
Keep off the ramparts. I wonder why.
Alright, looks like, well, we can handle things, I think. Guardian's letter. The Inquisition have arrived. They will take the Dales and say it is the Herald of Andraste's right. There is no such right. These lands should be yours. We cannot allow the Inquisition to gain a foothold. As Orlay's true defenders, you know what to do. Gordian. Right. So... This Gordian is a Freeman commander, I guess, and he knows of us, and he is against us. Which is only natural, I guess. We're not very popular with rebellions. Go figure. Alright. Uh-oh. What the hell is going on over there? What are... Alright, demons. Alright. Ouch. Damn. All right. Damn it. We're being beat up by archers. Ah! Oh, yeah. Need to get more defense. Ring velvet. Alright, that's good. Uh-oh, more of them. What the hell is going on over there? Right, this place is a war zone, but then again we knew that coming in. Let's just grab stuff. I actually really like this area. It's very interesting. Freeman missive. Jocelyn, I don't trust that Gordian fellow. He talks as though he's Orlesian, but I know he's not. I can hear it in his speech. Tell me you hear it too? I wonder what he's doing on that rise. He's forbidden us from going there, but I might take a look in a couple nights. Let me know if you want in. Have you heard anything from the Emerald Graves? They say Duhaim's gone there to lead the Freemen. Damn, I miss him. He was a good commander. A bastard, but fair. Gus. might do better to avoid combat. Alright. Let's try to avoid. Know what? Good, very good. Wow, all right. Ring velvet. More of that stuff. But then again, ring velvet is very easy to find. Yeah. Last words. The scout's journal is bloodstained and soggy from the rains, but some entries can still be made out. Anyway. Just about undead. Raider longbow. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, yes. Our staff is a new one. We crafted it, and it's a masterwork staff, so that it's a bit more powerful than normal. I gave Solus the Tyrdes staff. Just felt that this seems better. It gives us a lot of magic thanks to the stuff. We also have new armor. So we started crafting. We'll keep on crafting a lot because it all depends on what materials we find along the way. No Venatori. There might be Venatori here. Well, keep looking. At least we cleared out some of the areas. We actually do. I think we're actually doing pretty well. All things considered. Maybe we've gotten a bit stronger than I thought. Alright. Uh-oh. Take out the horror first. Alright, good. Let's give Cassandra a barrier. Alright. Alright, Cassandra, get ready. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Come on. Come on, come on. Alright. There's the rift. Ow.
I take it you think I'm frightening.
Not naked, you're well fit, but all armored up and fierce. What do you think some stable boy sees?
A seeker on the side of righteousness.
Here's what I learned in the alleys. Ah, mages. Ah, Templars. Ah, Tevinters. Ah, hungry. When you're little, everything is ah!
What's this? It's a dead body. Strange. Right, what is this? Sketch of the river. Anyway. Is this the place where we want to go? I am not sure still. Uh-oh. You. Oh, you're a good guy? Are you a good guy? Alright. Alright. It has pave. Oh, we'll give that to Cassandra probably. Ring Velvet. Bride's Blood Vial. Anything else? Uh-oh. Really? Come on. All right. Can you talk? No, you're not talking. Still haven't found any Venatori. Are we going back the wrong direction? Yes, we are. Fort Revasan. Might not be where we want to go. At least it's going forward. I think... Is this where we want to go? No, there's nowhere here. Viridium. I'm taking that. It's metal, so we're taking it. Ooh, look at that. Right, let's, where are these? You know what, let's try to help. We're here anyway, maybe we can handle it. Undead. That looks pretty powerful. Uh-oh, look at that. That is a major looking undead. Alright, we took him out. We can handle these guys. Arcane horror. Oh, wow. Cassandra, I don't know if whatever you're doing at the end of every fight is really effective, but it does look cool. Alright. Ring velvet, please. Yes, we have more than enough ring velvet. Fade touch ring velvet. Ooh, that is nice. I will probably want to make an item with that. That was a lot of undead. Right, we have more than enough ring velvet. Jagged battle axe.
A victory at last!
A victory at last, yes. So I think we've saved some soldiers. Alright, actual living soldiers. Let's talk to this person. Marshal Prulul.
That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
I've heard something of the Freemen of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors. Too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two, then back for supper. Turns out it wasn't. And off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence. To establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could regain our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river, we can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
I shall take my leave.
Be well.
Alright, so anyway, I think that we can handle this area from here on. So it's been a bit. I think we'll leave off from here. We'll rest a bit here in this fort and continue our search for the Venatori. But I think along the way we'll also try to help stabilize the region and help the Orlesian army take back control of their ramparts. But I think it's not going to be easy. This has been Mark the Lone Gamer, and we'll be back in Dragon Age Inquisition in the next video.